kids, it's possible to be like me.
Just a couple of things about this really quick. Number one, if I talk to your kids, I would like to tell them it's possible for them to be like me. A person who lives in fucking reality. Number two, I got 5 fucking kids, and the little ones, I don't talk to them about sex. So you think that I want you coming to talk to them about sex? Of course not. If it's not something I do, I definitely don't want you fucking doing it. Number 3, this is a topic you need to talk to with parents. If you really have a concern and you really want to talk to someone, you go talk to the fucking parents. You don't talk to the kids about this. Little kids do not need to have this goddamn conversation. Number 4, who the fuck do you think you are that you get to come in and take away my parental rights and start indoctrinating my goddamn kids with some shit that you feel is right? These are my kids. I'm going to raise my kids the way I want to raise my kids. You can raise your kids how you want to, but I'm going to raise my kids how the fuck I want to, because guess what? They're my kids. They're not your kids. Isn't that the same thing that you tell us when you take away children's rights to have a mother and a father? You say, oh, I can take away their rights. They can have 2 dads. I'm deciding for them that they can have 2 dads, and that's perfectly fine. You taking away their goddamn rights. You ain't gonna take away my kid's right, and you definitely ain't gonna take away my right as a goddamn parent to raise my children how I see fit. And last but not least, if you do have kids and you're watching this video, you need to start teaching your kids what to say at school when shit like this happens. When they start trying to indoctrinate your kids, you gotta have your kids prepared, man. You gotta have your kids ready. So what I'm gonna do right now is I'm gonna tell you what to tell your kids to say when they hear this shit. What you do is you tell your kid to tell his teacher, hey, teacher, did you know I'm a tomato plant? And if she says, stop talking like that, little Timmy, you can't be a tomato plant, then just have him say this, well, fine, teacher. Instead of that, what I'd like to have you do is just call me a handsome genius. From now on, I identify as a handsome genius. And if you don't like it, well, too bad, because that's what I identify with, and you have to play along the same way I got to play along with this other stuff. Right? And if she says, sit down, little Timmy, I don't want to hear your shit, then you have your kids say this. Well, teacher, fine. If I can't be a tomato plant and I can't be a handsome genius, what I feel like I really identify is an all-knowing being. And she's going to say, what do you mean, little Timmy? And I want you to tell your kids to tell their teacher, as an all-knowing being, I know that what this guy over here that showed up in our classroom is saying, that shit ain't right. That shit ain't true. And I identify as an all-knowing being. So you have to respect me and tell me that what I'm saying is true. And it is real. And it is right, because you got to respect what I identify with, and you got to play along.